I received your address from another inmate, was told you would send reading material.
Read Between the Bars sends thousands of donated books requested by inmates to prisons in Arizona.
They're looking for maybe a way to learn a little bit or just kind of escape the tedious and boring things that are happening in prison.
But recently, the Arizona Department of Corrections started refusing the books.
We don't really understand why, because we're taking on all the financial burden, we're getting all donations, we're doing all the work for people who are inside.
For the incarcerated, the books were more than just something to read.
Reading just put me in a better space to be able to use my time productively and plan for my life after incarceration. When I received the books that I did from Read Between the Bars, it was life-changing.
We reached out to the Arizona Department of Corrections. They say only publishers can send books to individual inmates, but Read Between the Bars can still send books to the prison library.
Having organizations like Read Between the Bars donate books to the library to get them to prisoners is probably the worst way to get books to prisoners. The book can get stolen, it can get lost in the shuffle. Somebody might find something objectionable and can keep it from being put on the shelves.
The Department of Corrections says the mail load to individual inmates is too much, but Read Between the Bars says the reward is much greater.
People who are incarcerated are part of our communities and they're gonna come back into our communities. So do we want them to come back and have had nothing in the last 3, 5, 10 years, however long they've been incarcerated? Or do we want them to be able to have nurtured their brains?
Read Between the Bars says regardless of this policy, they're not ready to close the book on fighting for inmate rights just yet.
I would greatly appreciate some reading material.
Alexa Liaco, KGUN 9, on your side.